Later at her house, you guys are watching Wall-E or something like that, and she says, I'm getting pretty bored, why don't you come upstairs with me? That's another great sign. She probably...
Terrible sign. She doesn't like Wall-E. She's a bitch. Dump her ass. I don't know if I've told you guys this story. It was the most bizarre experience of my life. I'm Susie Lou. If you don't know me, I'm a stand-up comic and I make these videos and I'm a clown and I'm a star. And today, when I say a star, it seems so cocky, but I'm physically a star. I'm a white dwarf. No, I'm a dense thing. I forgot. Today we're gonna be watching Casually Explained. Is she into you? We're gonna be watching a few relationships Casually Explained. I'm excited. I don't know much about dating, honestly, and I should, because it's a big stand-up topic and I should know about that. And also, I feel like we talk a lot about like relationships and things like that here, and like male-female dynamics, so I can always learn. I can always learn from stick figures. So let's figure out, Casually Explained, is she into you? I'm very friendly with everyone. I love making friends. I think it's so fun because I didn't have many friends growing up. So I'm like, oh my God, you're my friend. And I get very excited, but then people be like, oh no, that person's into you. And I'm like, no, we're just friends. And most of the time I think I'm right, because I think I'm like so weird that I think people are like, oh, I want to keep her as like my mascot. I don't think people are like really approaching me romantically, more so than they are like, oh, she's weird. It's cool to have her around. But it's cool. I want to know if I'm giving mixed signals. Maybe I need to start being meaner. Maybe I need to start being a little piece of shit. Okay. Wow. I drink too much coffee already. Let's get to it. Casually Explained. Is she into you?
I know a lot of guys have trouble picking up on the signs of whether or not a girl is into them, so today I want to do a little quiz so you can see if she actually does like you, or even just how good you are at recognizing signals that you might be getting. Let's say you're in a bar and you look across the length of the counter and you see a cute girl who glances at you briefly, does a quick hair flip, and then turns back to her friends. Is she into you?
Yes.
Eye contact is obviously a good sign, but you really can't tell from this example. She could just be adjusting her hair, and maybe she was looking at someone behind you. So let's say you're at the office and your cute coworker is waiting behind you to make some copies of...
And she slaps you in the ass.
Whatever people make copies of. And she says, wow, do you think you could go any slower? And then playfully punches your arm. Is she into you?
No.
Again, you can't really tell from this example either. She might like you, but she might just be giggling and punching your arm.
I'm like, okay, so I've been wanting to do like a show for fun with my friends, like even like without an audience, but just like trying like a more interesting formats for stand-up. Just because I feel like I think the art form is really, really growing, and I think diversifying what can entail stand-up. Like Jenny Tien had a PowerPoint special, and I think it was great, and I think it really made her stand out. And I think just being willing to try something that's a little different is cool. So I was like, oh, we should push ourselves to try like a PowerPoint or something like this, where it's like a checklist, right? Like a quiz stand-up set. And I'm like, dude, this guy's so funny. This is great. Am I like sipping too hard? I'm like, I just get excited when things are funny. I'm like, yes, this is great.
And you can't really tell from this example either. She might like you, but she might just be giggling and punching your arm as a sarcastic middle school throwback.
That's true.
So really no way to tell. Okay, so let's say you're at the gym on the elliptical.
Last thing. Not last thing, actually. It's the whole point of this video. I'm B-apping. I watched an interview with Renee Rapp, and people were like, oh, do you feel like you flirt with a lot of people? Something like that. And she was like, I think I'm flirting with you right now in the interview. And I was like, what is flirting? Is flirting just being nice and playful? Am I flirting with everyone always and I'm unaware of it? Maybe, because I don't think I've ever flirted. Yeah, I don't think I've ever acted different. Oh, fuck. Like, what is it? Is it just being nice and playful? What if I'm just a little boy and I'm just like I just want to be like a little playful kid. Like, I don't know. Huh, interesting. Maybe he has a video Casually Explain what is flirting. I mean, look, I need to know.
And then Cutie McBooty comes in and gets on the exercise bike in front of you. And then after 5 minutes, she looks back and says, wow, I'm so sweaty already. If only there were a way to get the same workout at home riding something else.
Ooh.
And gives you a wink.
Ooh.
She into you. Yeah, I still can't tell that one. Exercise equipment is pretty expensive, and maybe she lives...
Bro, this is so great. What the fuck? I'm obsessed with this. And I love paint. I love paint art. It's so good. Guys, you're used to it. I get very enthusiastic. I think I'm having a good day. Am I? I don't know. but I think I'm just really enjoying this. I just really like the format. I love, like, in League of Legends, there were a couple of channels like Pianta who did the, like, paint style thumbnails, if you know what I'm talking about, and you, like, stand up, you're the GOAT. But I love paint style of art, and I love funny things. This is just awesome. This is just the best.
Small apartment and just doesn't have space. So maybe you find a good deal on rowing machines somewhere. You can show her the flyer. Okay, so let's say you meet up with a friend that you've had coffee and drinks with a couple times, and she says, I had a lot of fun on the last few dates we went on. That's a good sign because she thought those hangouts were actually dates. So suppose then she says, how'd you like to come back to my place and watch Netflix tonight?
Ooh.
That's another good sign. It's usually a pretty good indicator when a girl invites you to do something, especially at her place. So then let's say later at her house, you guys are watching Wall-E or something like that, and she says, I'm getting pretty bored. Why don't you come upstairs with me?
Ooh.
That's another great sign. She probably has something.
Terrible sign. She doesn't like Wall-E. She's a bitch. Dump her ass. Like, no, be like, actually, you go upstairs. I'm going to finish watching Wall-E on your TV and leave.
Pretty interesting to do upstairs if it's better than watching Wall-E. So then after you go up there, all of a sudden she pushes you onto her bed, dims the lights, rips off her clothes, and you start having sex.
Ooh. You still don't know.
Is she into you?
You still don't know.
Yeah, again, you really can't be too sure. It's pretty dark in the room, so she can't really see you properly. Maybe she's from Canada and was just being polite. Anyway, best bet is to just keep your wits about you and continue to look for signs.
Wow, this was awesome. This was the most delightful thing ever. Okay, I mean, look, I guess it tracks. This is good. This is so good. Great example of heightening, how it gets more and more explicitly romantic, but it's still not obvious. But yeah, this was solid. This was great. Let me see if there's another one we can watch real quick as part of the same video. Is she into you too? Is it going to be the same joke? Is it going to be a different one? Let's watch it.
So I think as a guy, it's really easy to see a girl you want to talk to, but you're too scared to actually go and do it. So I want to take a few situations you might find yourself in, and by asking yourself, what's the worst that could happen? I think it can really help make it easier to figure out whether you should make a move.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna run this by you guys, okay? Because this is not working. Okay, so so you guys are gonna be my workshop team. I might actually throw this bit into Patreon or something because I'm like, I just gotta have someone tell me because I just love this idea, but whatever. I can't. Okay, I'll explain. You'll understand why. Okay. So I have this bit which is about how I think having crushes is really cringe. I'm like, go do you, king, like do you. But I think personally, as a girl, like if I have a crush, I just think it's sad. I don't know. I can't explain it, but I feel like that's the worst thing that could happen if someone thinks you like them. Like I think if someone thinks I like them, even if I'm like madly in love with them, I'm gonna stop liking them. I don't think the sheer horror of someone thinking I like them, ew. Like I'm just, this is very bad. I shouldn't be perpetuating this. If I find out someone likes me, oh my God, great. I love you. Like, you're great. I'm excited. I'm nice. Even if whatever doesn't work out, I will be your friend. Like, it's great. It's not embarrassing at all. Actually, it's sweet. It's nice. Of course you like me. I'm amazing. But I just the thought of me, like, it's just so cringe. I was so, I don't know how to talk about that without seeming like a horrible person. But what's the worst that could happen? They could think you like them and you should fucking like run. Like, I don't know. I'll lobotomize myself. But that's my thoughts. So never approach anyone. Be scared of love because if they think you like them, that's embarrassing. That's my take personally, but let me know what you think.
Okay, so let's say you finished another unproductive work day and are walking down the street, and all of a sudden you see your favorite celebrity of the moment being escorted by a couple bodyguards. They seem to be in a rush, so before you make an approach, ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen?
Get shot by
there's a good chance you'll get tackled, and I think she's married, so not really worth the risk. Best be on with your day and keep a lookout for better opportunities. Okay, so let's say you're standing in line at the coffee shop waiting for the caffeine to bring you happiness, and after noticing the cute barista, you've been staring at her for a few minutes, and you're pretty sure she's looked back at you a few times, but it could just be to see if you've stopped. She might have winked just then, but the angle made it so you couldn't really see her other eye very well. Could have just been a regular blink. So ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen?
Spit in your coffee?
Yeah,
ooh,
it's her job to be nice to customers, so you'll probably embarrass yourself in front of the whole cafe. Times are tough, and she was probably just trying to get that 16% tip.
Oh, 16%. I feel like standard here is like 20, 25. I think if you were, I'm sure baristas get hit on a lot. So I think that might be a different scenario, but I know in like the newest Nathan Fielder show, there's like a couple he's like following because the guy's a pilot and she's I think a barista, and she gets hit on all the time, and I think it was implied she might have been cheating. So maybe it's different with baristas, but I feel like there's no point in just like shooting your shot, you know, like have a nice like little post-it. Yeah, I think I've noticed I see a lot more male comics getting hit on than female comics now, I think, because I think guys are really scared now with everything of seeming like a creep, which is fair. Not fair. I don't think you should feel that way, but I feel like I understand why you feel that way. But I don't think like putting a little post-it of like, I think you're cute. Here's my number if you're interested. I like this and this and that. Like, I don't know if I got a post-it that was like, I think you're cute. Here's my number. I love League of Legends, stand-up comedy, and I don't know, musical theater. Then I might be like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I guess maybe the tough thing is because they know nothing about you. I think sometimes people follow people on Instagram that they find interested. They'll be like, oh, what do you know her Instagram? Because then you can like actually see if you have anything tangibly in common. But I don't know. I think shoot your shot, dog. Shoot your shot with a cute bartender. Not bartender, sorry, baristas. Baristas tend to be so cute too. I feel like they hire based on like cuteness. Like they pick the cutest girls to be baristas, not bartenders. Bartenders are a different thing. You should not date bartenders. I've heard horror stories from one person, but one person had a very bad experience. But baristas are all cute. Actually, like, it was the thing I wanted to do. I was like, my day job is gonna be barista because it means I'm hot. Like, I was in my mind, I was like, yeah, that means I'm cute.
Wouldn't be the end of the world, but best wait for a better opportunity and never go back to that coffee shop again. All right, so let's say you're sitting in the bar.
Oh my god, that looks like me. Loki looks like me. It looks like also that's like her underwear here.
Your friend wondering if people think you're gay, and all of a sudden a pretty girl runs in and says, hey, I saw you from outside. I thought you were really attractive and seem exactly like my type. I just had to come over and give you my number. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen?
It's a prank.
Yeah, some guys might miss the obvious here, but don't be an idiot. There's clearly a hidden camera somewhere. Don't want to make a fool of yourself, so best be on with your day and wait for a better opportunity.
Okay, sorry, I'm yapping a lot, but this is the point of the video. Again, no regrets. I don't know if I've told you guys this story. It was the most bizarre experience of my life. So I was at a Panda Express. I was sitting toward the window, and this guy comes up on the window. He taps on the window and just like whispers, yeah, like, I heart you. I was with a friend, so I was like, oh, can you look back? And like, did I just see that? And then the guy hid. And then when my friend turned back around, the guy showed up on a different window and did it again. And then I got up, I was like, what? And then he ran away. And he was wearing like, he just looked like a Wall Street bro. You know what I mean? So like, I don't think you're crazy. But what? What were you what? I felt like I was like in a TikTok or something. I was like, what was the point of that? It was just weird. It was so odd. Like, dude, shoot your shot, but also he ran. He literally, but he didn't just walk away. He ran away. So he showed up and then he hid and then he showed up on another window and then he ran away. What? But I still don't know why he did that. If you're the guy who did it, hilarious bit, by the way, great, kudos. But also, what? Weird. Also, the sun is setting.
So as the day is coming to an end, you're walking home through the park, and all of a sudden you see a little golden retriever puppy playing in the daffodils. And when you look around to see who it belongs to, you see a girl sitting alone on a picnic blanket. She's reading your favorite book, wearing a yellow sundress with glasses that are a bit too big, so she has to keep pushing them back up as she's concentrating. Has those little dimples on her cheek from smiling all the time, and probably has a really subtle Scandinavian accent that you'd only notice with certain words. And as you walk by...
Wait, is that me? A subtle Brazilian accent you only notice with certain words? Wait, that is low-key me. I do never wear my glasses because I think I look dorky. But wow, okay, she sounds like a babe, and I'm unbiased, guys. Guys, isn't she kind of a babe?
Down to stretch, and after a few seconds, she makes eye contact with you, gives you a little wave, and then pats the space on the blanket next to her. So you go sit down, and her dog jumps all over you right away, and she says, wow, she's usually nervous to meet new people. It must be a good sign. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? Yeah, you don't want to get your heart broken. Honestly, there would be no rebounding from that one. Always have tomorrow, so best be on with your day and keep waiting for a better opportunity.
Well, this video is amazing. This is so good. I think I agree. I agree with this video. This video is spot on. I think everything is a trap and the world's out to get you. Wow, this is such a good video. This is awesome. Well, let me know your thoughts on what you think it means for a girl to be it. Look, earnestly, shoot your shot always. I think if a girl is mean enough to make you feel bad about shooting your shot, then that's a great red flag. You can be like, oh, bitch, if I knew that you were like this, I didn't want you anyway. It's like the same thing with a stand-up. Just plan a line of if you get rejected, you roast them. You know what I mean? I guess it's like when the guys on Instagram, they like hit up a girl and the girl doesn't respond, and then a week later, be like, I think you're ugly anyway, bitch. I guess it's something like that, but maybe don't do that, actually. No, don't do that. But yeah, I mean, for an artist, always shoot your shot. I think a lot of people become scared because of dating apps, and I think most people I know are not on dating apps because it's just like, I think it's soul sucking. So it's been a bummer. I see a lot of my friends are like, oh, like I'm not on dating apps, but I want to meet someone, but now everyone's scared of approaching people in real life. So what do I do? I'm like, dog, I don't know. My solution is to, in this video, bring up you should flirt with people more in real life. You should do that, and it'll hopefully heal society. I don't know, but this is great. This is a great video. I had a really good time. Let me know your thoughts on this. Let me know your thoughts on all the stuff that I brought up. Let me know your thoughts on the freaking I love you window guy. I genuinely, it's been like a year, or I cannot I failed to understand. I cannot understand that. Okay, well, let me know what you think of all this. Subscribe, like, and comment and share and all that fun stuff. Okay, I can't. Bye.